Hi guys, I'm here to tell you today that you're all beautiful and that everything we do in life's a choice. Everything we do. Now, that might be the last thing you want to hear right now because you're going through a lot. But is it really a bad thing to hear? Everyone tells you it'll be okay, it'll be fine. You'll get through it. That's the last thing you want to hear at this point. Believe me, I've been there many of times. And it is the absolute worst advice you could ever get from someone. Is that you have to stand up, you have to be stronger, you have to do what it takes to carry on, become resilient, and overcome. But let me tell you something. It is not that easy. It is not that easy at all. It is probably the hardest thing to do to stand back up. The easiest thing you can do is fall. But in that time after you fall and before you rise again is the hardest point. Once you're up on your feet, you're ready to do anything. You're ready to take on the world and become anything. But you can't. You believe no one's there. You believe you're alone. You're worthless. You're believing everything everyone's saying. When in fact, you shouldn't. You're beautiful and you're amazing. Every human's beautiful. They're just tainted by sin. I'm not getting all religious here. We all know all forms of sin. Never, ever forget that. You guys are all beautiful. And no matter what life throws at you, you have to make the conscious decision to stand back up and get pushed through it. Now, how? How do we get back up after we fall? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know. I could tell you my story, I could tell you how I got back up. But it's different for everyone. You literally have to find the strength to get back up and push on and accept that this is not the end, that you can do more. That if you have come this far, then why not go farther? Because then you would have gone all this way for no reason. And if you came all this way, why stop now? You have to mentally tell yourself you can go farther, mentally tell yourself you can do more, and that they're wrong. Because they are wrong. I could tell you that all day, because you still don't believe me. But, one day, someone amazing will come in your life and be there for you. And you'll see worth again. But until that point, you gotta survive. I mean, as cliche as it sounds, I don't want to tell you to survive and just keep your head between your legs, but in today's society, that's all you gotta do, because you're judged for everything. If you're not the prettiest girl, you're not the best athlete, as males go, you just gotta, you always want to improve yourself, because you want to impress that girl, because she goes with the best guy. Ladies, guys are assholes. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a saint. I've had my fair share of assholery, or whatever you want to call it. I've been an asshole. No way around it. But I accepted the fact that life's not about me. It's not. It's actually about the other person. Once you accept life is about the other person, you tend to move on a hell of a lot quicker. Now there's no way to specify an asshole or when you move on. Frankly, it's when you get out of high school. This is the only way when it'll happen, and you realize I'm no one. Not saying I was everything in high school, but just anyway. So with all that's going on in society, it's even harder to become independent or have confidence. And the media paints a picture of perfection, and it makes you try so hard to improve yourself. When in actuality, you're amazing. It's just the bar's here, and then tomorrow it's gonna be up there, and then the next day it's up here. I mean, every day it's constantly changing. So, for lack of better terms, we're mindfucked because we really don't know what to do. We don't know how to classify ourselves, and therefore we feel a overwhelming amount of stress to fit in or be better. Don't be better. Be yourself. Because anyone that's truly your friend will only be your friend, truly, if you are yourself. And there's not many real people out there, and we need more of those. So you have to be real. Be yourself. But with all that said and all this going on, it makes it even harder to stand back up. See, there's, to me, couple aspects of life. One, you have your family life. Everything that goes on at home has nothing to do with school. You have your school life, which are the people you hang out with school and you hang around, blah, 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 teachers, homework, blah, 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 clubs, sports. Then you have your social life, which is friends, things you do outside of school, not pertaining to home, you know. So there's the three aspects, and you can have totally three separate aspects. You could have a shitty home life, a great social life, and a horrible academics, or any combination thereof. It just all depends. All that matters is it's very hard to get back up on your feet after you fall. But believe it or not, watch what happens when you fall down. There are people that you didn't think were there would message you. And there's more than that. There's people that didn't message you, don't know how to, because they weren't there before. There are people there, and I'm telling you, it is the most horrible thing you want to hear. You don't want to do it. I'm going to tell you, I didn't want to do it. But you need to tell someone what's going on. I don't care if it's a total stranger. Don't keep it inside. You need to get it off your chest. Getting the pain off your chest is just going to make everything a hell of a lot better. To be completely honest, I'm not bullshitting you because I've been through this. So when you fall to the ground, go to someone that you least suspect will be there. Because there's got to be at least one non-asshole in the school. Someone that'll listen and not want you just because of you're on your downfall and won't take advantage of you. And if not, they're high school counselors. Believe it or not, kids. Believe it or not. They get paid to help you. They like it. They wouldn't do it for the money because they don't get paid a lot. They do it because they like to see smiles on kids' faces and like to get them through life. And not just having problems with, like at school, anything with your family life or friends' life. Counselors are there and they won't go home and tell your parents or call unless it's like you're in danger. So like that's a huge misconception. So, back to pain before I stray from the topic any further, because you guys are getting tired of me talking, obviously. I could tell. I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of hearing me. Anyway, getting back up after you fall is the hardest decision, and making the conscientious decision to go tell someone about the pain you're feeling is one of the hardest decisions you'll ever make in your life. But I'll tell you, once you get back up, so many times, you're not going to want to go any farther. But the next time you get up, it's going to be worth it. Because you're stronger, and it'll take more for you to collapse. And you're young. You've been around, what? You know what I mean? 2 decades or less. You have 60 to 80 years left. And the best part's down the road. This is not the end of the world, I promise you. So, if you like this, I'll do more. If you guys don't like it, I won't do more. Give me topics to talk about, motivational, my opinion. You know, if you want to hear me talk, hear me talk. If not, comment. You know, let me know. Subscribe. Do what you got to do, because you just got to hear it sometimes. My next video is going to be about beauty, so it's going to be a little longer. It's going to be about a 20-minute segment. So, hope you enjoyed it.